Good evening and welcome to the Night 2, Session 4, 2025 Apollo Projects New Zealand Swimming Championships here at the National Aquatics Centre. My name's Stephen Kent. I'm joined here by Matthew Hutchings, 2016 Olympian. We had a great night of racing last night, Matt. We also had some really good swims this morning. Tonight we've got those finals. So first off, we've got the 100 freestyle. Zoe Pedersen in the female taking out that lead spot and getting another World Junior qualifying time.
Yeah, absolutely. I think coming from last night, we saw the trend, a lot of national records, a lot of World Junior qualifying times. It's carried over this morning in that women's 100 metre freestyle. The top four seeds all separated by about half a second, led by Zoe Pedersen, Erica Fairweather right there behind in the crowd. So, all four of those girls in that 55 range, hopefully that field can be dragged through to those 54s, really work for a relay.
Yeah, good. And then we move on to the male 100 freestyle. Cameron Gray, he'll be aiming for that 48.34 time. That's a tough one to crack this morning. Also, Igor Razanov of the Coast Swim Club, once again getting a World Junior qualification standard. So good to see our young guys still pushing through in the male as well. But that time, 48.3, it's a tough one.
Yeah, and we saw Cameron Gray and Carter Swift go head-to-head last night in the 400 free relay, hoping that maybe they'll drag themselves through to a slightly faster time. As you said, 48.34. Cam Gray's been under that before. He's the national record holder, so we know he's capable of it. Is it going to happen tonight? We can only see.
Yeah, that's right. Then we'll move into the multi-class, first of their events tonight, the 200 freestyle. They'll have some great battles in there. From there, the 200 backstroke females, that'll be a close race.
Yeah, Georgina McCarthy, Jessie Welsh as well. And that coming in this morning, entry times very similar to each other. So I'm sure that'll be a nice tight race there in lane 4 and 5. And on the men's side, we've got Kane Follows, probably the more exciting race at Olympic trials last year, seeing him go into that time. So again, we've got swimmers, we know they're capable of these times. It's just about whether or not they can put it in there tonight. Yeah,
also this morning, Ariel Macharahondo cracking that World Junior time in the 200 back. And then Tapaki from North Wave breaking that 14-year-old age group record. So they'll be great to see again tonight. We then move into our 100 fly for multi-class. Couple of records this morning in that one. Asher Smith-Franklin, namely in that S14. First time under the minute, so that'll be great to see if he can go a little bit faster in that one as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw a lot of multi-class national records last night. We saw a lot of qualifying times for the World Para Games and the Virtus Games as well. So we'll talk more about that as we go through those races here tonight.
Yeah, then last of all for our individual athletes this evening, the 50 breaststroke, we had Monique Wierzowski, 17-year-old age group record in the heat this morning, World Junior qualification standard. Maybe aiming for that World Aquatics time, a little bit faster tonight, hopefully for her to step up to that senior level.
Yeah, no, she's our third national record holder swimming tonight, across the event. So really excited. We've got some really good quality fast swimming. A lot of those national records are right in and around those qualifying times as well. So it's a tough standard to make, but we know they're capable of it, and it's going to be a very exciting night.
Yeah, we'll then move into the 50 breaststroke for the men. Hunter Hughes was the fastest there this morning. And then lastly, we'll finish off with our 4x100 mixed freestyle relay. So that'll be another exciting way to finish our evening. Tonight to the swimmers, all the best from me and Matthew.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
Welcome back. Let's welcome to the pool deck our technical officials for Session 4. Our key officials for the evening. Referees for the male, Jackie Forsyth. Our referees for the females, Gavin Iron. Our starter for the males, Joe Russell. Starter for the females, Alan Hale. and our Technical Director, Diane Farmer.
And before we get underway with our racing this evening, we have a number of Swimming New Zealand awards to hand out. Again, these are awards handed out to coaches, swimmers and officials for their work over the past year in swimming. Tonight we start off with the International Coach of the Year Award. This award is presented to the coach of the swimmer with the most outstanding international performance in a 2024 calendar year. This year, our Coach of the Year is Lars Humer, Swim Dunedin. Lars receives this award for his coaching performance of helping 3 Swim Dunedin swimmers, Caitlin Deans, Erica Fairweather and Kane Follows, with their selection in the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. This award recognises his coaching achievements internationally during the 2024 calendar year, including Erica Fairweather becoming New Zealand's first World Aquatics Champion in the 400-metre freestyle, while gaining medals in the 200 and 800 in Doha. The highlights from Paris also include Erica making 3 individual finals and the women's 4x200 freestyle making the final, which included Caitlin and Erica, and this is his 3rd year in a row winning this award. Our second award for the night is the Bill Matson Award, which is presented to a technical official who has officiated in an integral role in an international competition in the 2024 calendar year. This award can be referred to as the International Technical Official of the Year. Your winner for 2024 is Ross Gillespie from Northland. Ross receives this award for his 2 major international appointments within the 2024 calendar year. Ross was appointed as one of only 2 starters from around the world for the 2024 World Aquatics Championships in Doha, and then appointed as an open water official at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. This is his 3rd time Ross has won the award. And our third and final presentation for tonight is a special presentation of life membership for Swimming New Zealand. Swimming New Zealand would like to present a life membership, the highest individual honour that can be bestowed to an individual that has given more than 45 years of service to the sport. This recipient started their journey as a technical official whilst they were still swimming competitively and was the youngest to become a national referee at the age of 21. This recipient has been a technical official at Swimming New Zealand competitions throughout their involvement with the sport and has a decorated CV for officiating internationally. Some international highlights include 2 Olympic Games in Athens and London, 3 World Championships in Barcelona, Melbourne and Rome, and our home Commonwealth Games in Auckland in 1990. In addition to their years of service as an official, this recipient has shared their experience as a valued member of the Technical Advisory Committee for many years, which included being the chair during that time. The recipient of this year's Life Membership Award is Joe Davidson from North Shore. Joe receives this award from Swimming New Zealand President and fellow Life member Ron Clark. As she has officially presented that award, let's give her a huge round of applause for a huge amount of service to our sport over the years. Once again, congratulations, Joe Davidson. We will go to a quick break before returning to the action with our first races of this evening.
Welcome back to this evening. We have the first of our races of Session 4. Event 11, the women's 100-metre freestyle. We will start with the C final. Lane 1, Neve Tusker, Ngātai Tia Atararika Swimming. 2, Zoe Crawford, Coast Swimming Club. 3, Eva Allen, Club 37. 4, Alyssa Lawson, Hamilton Aquatics. 5, Brooke Miles, Ngātai Tia Atararika Swimming. 6, Holly Neville, Phoenix Aquatics. 7, Madison Kidd, Coast Swimming Club. 8, Kitty Yamagami, Club 37.
And looking really strong here through that first turn, Alyssa Lawson, 27.54. Alyssa and Brooke, the only two swimmers in this field under the 58-second mark this morning. Eva Allen of Club 37 hanging in there strong over the 50 and the 100 distance, but at the moment it is all Alyssa Lawson from Hamilton Aquatics, the 15-year-old here leading the C final. And will be 57.08. Eva Allen in lane 3, 57.89. And Brooke Miles in lane 5 taking out the top 3.
A strong performance there by Alyssa in that C final. Great for these athletes to get another opportunity to try and swim that little bit faster.
Yeah, and really took it out from the start. Turned first at that 50 and never really looked back. A good, strong swim here to start off our night of racing.
There's our official results coming through. Next up, we have the 17 and 18-year-old age group final. In lane 1, Alex Campion, United Swimming Club. In 2, Neve Longmire, Australia. 3, Holly McDonald, Hamilton Aquatics. 4, Brooke Bennett, Jazzy Swim Club. 5, Stacey Morgan, Triton Swimming Club. 6, Alyssa Tapper, St. Peter's Swimming Club. 7, Chloe Peters, Hamilton Aquatics. And in lane 8, Jasmine Lyles, Phoenix Aquatics. Underway in the 17 and 18 age group. We had some good swims in here this morning. Heading out in lane 5, Stacey Morgan. She looks to be leading through this first 45 metres, coming up to that 50-metre split. We'll have a look at that time, 27.7.
Yeah, and in lane 4, Brooke Bennett, a distance freestyler, but very, very strong over the back half of her races. Always has a really good sprint home. So you back her to kind of close this gap a little bit here. The two swimmers from Canterbury, they've raced before, but on the outside there, lane 6, Alyssa Tapper making a late charge as well. But at the moment, Stacey Morgan of lane 5 from Trident is going to take this one all the way home, half a body length into the finish. 56.91, improving on her time from this morning.
Yeah, that was a really great swim for her, taking it out from the start. Then she was always holding water there, Matt, and just in that finish kept that head down. A great finish. That puts her in good stead. 2 more swimmers in that next age group of that age in the A final, so that'll be good to see where she ends up overall for that age group.
You know, confirming herself for a medal at least in that age group, and we'll see how the rest of these races develop.
Up next, the A final of the women's 100-metre freestyle. In lane 1, representing Club 37, Ray Kwan. Lane 2, Laura Quilter, Coast Swimming Club. In 3, Erica Fairweather, North Shore Swimming Club. Lane 4, Zoe Pedersen, Coast Swimming Club. In 5, from North Shore Swimming, Chelsea Edwards. In 6, Milana Tapper, St. Peter's Swimming Club. Lane 7, Amelia Bray, North Shore Swimming Club. And in lane 8, Summer Osborne, North Shore Swimming Club. This will be an exciting race. These girls, there's some mix of youth and experience in this one. Olympian Commonwealth Games swimmers. Great to see Laura Quilter back from her 2014 Commonwealth Games days versus a Paris Olympian from last year.
Yeah, and absolutely as well. The 50 freestyle champion from last night, Chelsea Edwards, and as expected, she's probably going to hit that wall here first, followed by Laura Quilter taking out the second in that 50 last night. So those 50 freestylers really using it to their advantage. In third place, Erica Fairweather, though. We know she's got the endurance. We know she's got the speed to finish a 200 really, really well. And immediately she's closing that gap, but Chelsea Edwards has opened up a really, really strong lead here through this first 75 metres.
And Zoe Pedersen, she had a strong finish this morning. Talking to her coach, John Gatfield, she wanted to come home strong in this second 50, but here comes Milana Tapper. She's taken that one, Milana Tapper, from the St. Peter's Swimming Club in a time of 54.94. The dark horse from lane 6.
Yeah,
what a great swim.
It was almost the moment we stopped talking about that first 75 metres, Milana Tapper really put her head down, charged there over that last 25, and just a perfectly timed finish right into that one stroke in it, right to the end.
Yeah, for her, I know she's been aiming for that 200, but for her to take away the national title in the 100, that's a great swim. Zoe Pedersen in third, 55.43. Chelsea Edwards, 55.13 for the silver. And Milana will grab a chat with yourself and Matthew Hutchings after that phenomenal swim. A great race there. Trains over in Australia, so good to see her back racing here in New Zealand.
And I'm down here with our champion, Milana Tapper. Milana, first of all, congratulations. Big smile on your face. Our first national title, massive PB. How are you feeling?
Oh, it's pretty surreal. Me and my coach are saying, you know, like, I'm capable of going to 54. Like, the training's been shown it. So, just to see it is like... It's just so crazy. It's a real long-term goal, so to have ticked that off is just like insane.
And watching the race, it almost seemed at 75 metres, you were like, now's my time to go, and every single stroke you started picking it up. Was it put yourself in the race and trust that last 25 was the plan?
Yeah, that was literally it. I just had to be there in the first 50, not let them get too far away, and just put my head down and just send it in the last 25. So, yeah, I just want to say... thanks to my squad back in the Gold Coast. They're all watching. And to my awesome coach, Tommy. I wouldn't be doing this without you. And, yeah, you got me here, so thank you.
Perfect. Well, congratulations again, ladies and gentlemen, national champion Milana Tapper.
Yeah, great swim there by Milana. We move on to event 12, the men's 100-metre freestyle, starting with the C final. Lane 1, Roelof Stoitzer, Netherlands. 2, Brendan Visser, Coast Swim Club. 3, Blake Elliott, Pukekohe Swimming Club. 4, Ollie Lutton, Jazzy Swim Club. 5, William Seymour, Nelson South Swim Club. 6, Ryan Peck, Club 37. 7, Liam Curling, Coast Swimming Club. And 8, Lan Hamlin O, Coast Swimming Club. Ollie Lutton taking out the first 50 of this C final, but this is going to be a close race. Bit of pride on the line to take away a C final here tonight. The mix of age in amongst these athletes, these boys won't want to give an inch.
And we saw Ollie put down a really good swim in the C final, that 50 freestyle last night, doing a really good job here, but it is over in lane 7. Looks like it could be Liam Curling of Coast Swim Club sneaking in another late drive from the outside lanes.
Yeah, that's great from the 15-year-old to get another opportunity after next to come here to our Open Nationals. Not too far away from getting towards those Michael Pickett times of that age in terms of national records, but a great swim by the young fella, 51.53.
Yeah, lots of green times up on that board, getting back under those 52-second barriers for that top 3.
Our next race in the men's 100-metre freestyle, the 17-18-year-old final. In lane 1, Mun Jaeger, Viking Swim Club. Lane 2, Brandon Holder, Phoenix Aquatics. Lane 3, Jonathan Swanepoel, Coast Swimming Club. Lane 4, Noah Island Spicer, Otaki Titan Swim Club. In lane 5, Fraser Walker, United Swimming Club. Lane 6, Manaya Terid Utai, Tahiti. Lane 7, Isaac Gear, Mount Eden Swimming. Lane 8, William Delamere, Coast Swimming Club. And we're away and racing in the 17-18 final. Strong start in lane number 4 there from Noah Island Spicer from Otaki.
Yeah, and it almost seems to be that lane 6 and 7 seems to be the hot lanes in the pool here tonight, taking us out. It is Noah Spencer just to the touch, but our visitor over there from Tahiti, Manea Tararutai, he is flying as well.
25.00 the split in the middle lane for the Otakian. Cheered along from the mighty Kokoro. But it will be the Otaki swimmer taking out this 17 and 18 age-year-old final, 52.11. A great race there by our young athletes tonight. A strong performance all the way through there. And a great finish. There's our official results for the 17 and 18 age group final. Lining up behind the blocks, the men's 100-metre freestyle A finalists. In lane 1, from Kiwi, Kale Twist. In lane 2, Cameron Gray, Coast Swimming Club. Lane 3, Igor Razanov, Coast Swimming Club. Lane 4, Harrison Clarwins, Club 37. Lane 5, Carter Swift, Club 37. Lane 6, Zach Dell, Club 37. Lane 7, Jack Hendy, Club 37. And in lane 8, Kevin Zhang, Roskill Swimming Club. This will be an interesting one, Matt. We've got the guys a bit spread over there. The key guys maybe aren't in those middle lanes, but we have the 50 freestyle champion from last night. He looks to be taking it out at the moment.
Yeah, and as you said, all eyes really on lane 2 here. We don't have the top 2 next to each other, but Cameron Gray down here in lane 2, our national record holder, our Paris representative in this event. He takes it through. He's sitting there, loves that turn, loves that underwater. Carter Swift in lane 5. We saw him take it out fast last night in the relay, and you know Cam Gray's going to close that gap. But Carter Swift holds the national record short course, so we know he can finish the race well. This is going to come right down to the last 5 metres. It looks like Carter Swift on our screens right here. 48.34 was the time, but
49.07, Carter Swift takes the gold medal. Cameron Gray in second, 49.18. We'll wait for those official times just to check on some of our other athletes as well. Checking on there whether we've improved from the morning. But a great, well put together swim there by Carter Swift. Really brought it home, wanted that win. And there's our official results. Carter Swift, 49.07. Cameron Gray, 49.18. Harrison Clarwins takes the bronze, 49.93. And good to see Igor Razanov faster again this evening and under the world junior time in a 50.64. So congratulations to him and an improvement on his time. These boys will slowly make their way to the side. Carter will grab an interview with Matt eventually. Always interesting to see how the different athletes split up their races. Obviously, Harrison taking out that 50 last night and backing up with a medal again in this 100. That's great to see him improving there. But we'll turn over to Matt now, who's with Carter.
Yeah, I'm down here with our champion Carter. First of all, congratulations on a strong swim. Obviously, a lot of fast swimmers in that water based off the 50 last night. You got out first to the 50. What was going through your head at the turn?
Not a whole lot, to be honest. I was just letting it flow, see what happens. I think my backhand was probably the best backhand I've had, so that's a pleasant surprise.
Perfect. And, you know, I was talking before the session, you had the 50 last night, you had 100 on the relay and 200s again today. Pretty busy schedule for the first 2 days. How's the body feeling?
The body feels great. Honestly, there's no excuse to just show up and race. It doesn't matter what the schedule is, so I'm just happy to be here.
First of all, again, congratulations on the title.
We move into our next events in the program, event 106, 200 freestyle women multiclass. Our A final in lane 1, Mackenzie Drag, Aquatic Swimming Club. In lane 2, Brooke Anderson, Viking Swimming Club. In lane 3, Charlotte Rosen, Whananui Swim Club. Lane 4, Camelia Witt, Denmark. Lane 5, Melissa Donahue, Hamilton Aquatics. Lane 6, Amber Proudfoot, Aquagym Swimming Club. And in lane 7, Millie Long, Selwyn Swim Club. Great to have our multi-class athletes filling up our fields here in this 200-metre freestyle. Good to see we have a visitor even join us here from Denmark, Amelia. She had a strong swim this morning. She'll be looking for an improvement on her 2:41.1 that she did this morning. The first of our Kiwis in terms of how the classifications work with points. Looks like Melissa Donahue maybe in line for that time. She's in the S18 class. She did a time this morning of 3:49.
Yeah, and obviously the qualifying times for para swimmers, we have the World Para Games. We also have the Virtus Games, which are eligible for all S14, S18 and S19 swimmers this week. Swimming New Zealand's going to be sending a 12-swimmer team for the best international Virtus classifications. They're being ranked for these based on times within qualifying for the first 2023 Global Games podium and gold medal placings. The Virtus Games and the Global Games are the pinnacle level for these impairment types. So it's great, one, that they have an opportunity, and one, that Swimming New Zealand is able to get behind them, really support this growing classification here. So we'll keep an eye on those times as this race develops, and not only for those World Para Meets, but also that Virtus Games, which I believe is going to be held in Thailand.
Yeah, great to have all our athletes this week striving for those international competitions. But it is Camelia Witt from Denmark. She's having a strong race here in the middle of the pool. Her classification is S9. Over in lane 7, Millie Long is the first of our Kiwis in terms of time at this stage. She's in our S10 category from the Selwyn Swim Club. Coming to the wall, Camelia Witt, a 2:40.7. That's an improvement on her morning swim, so she'll be pretty happy with that one. As we move into our Kiwi athletes, Millie Long swimming well out there in lane 7. Those lanes seem to be quick over that side of the pool tonight. In second place for New Zealand at this point is Amber Proudfoot from the Aquagym Club of the S8 category. So touching this next, Millie Long to 3:13.93. Small improvement from this morning as well. Melissa Donahue touches in her classification of S18 in 3:38.81, and then Charlotte Rose at 3:46. So great swimming there by our multi-class athletes, and we'll wait for that official point score to see who comes away with the gold medal. And it is Camelia Witt from Denmark, who takes away the gold medal. And for the New Zealand medal, Melissa Donoghue from Hamilton Aquatics.
And Steve will grab a word with our national champion, Melissa Donoghue, as the swimmers make their way out of the water.
Well done, Melissa. 200 free. How was that swim tonight?
It was better than this morning.
That's always a positive. What did you work on from this morning to make sure that tonight was better?
Go the second half a little bit more faster.
Yeah, a little bit more energy. Must have been what you had for lunch, I'm sure. In terms of your strategy, what in that 200, what are you thinking about through your race there?
Not sure really.
Just as fast as possible. Yeah, awesome. Well, congratulations. National title for Melissa. Well done.
We move now on with the introduction of our finalists in event 107, the 200-metre freestyle men's multi-class. In lane 1 from Swim Rotorua, Bailey Conlon. In lane 2 from Club 37, Tate Pichon. In lane 3 from Pukekohe Swim Club, Joel Watkins. In 4 from St. Paul's, Ian Chen. In lane 5 from Selwyn, Finn Russ. In lane 6 from Club 37, James Hayden. In 7 from Club 37, David Beck. And in lane 8 from Hamilton Aquatics, Joseph Blake.
There were some great times put down by these boys. Quite a few in the S19 category. They'll be racing off there for that national record at this stage, held by Finn Russ out of lane 5 in 2:13.15. So those boys will be pushing for that time. Ian Chen with a great swim this morning, not too far away. But Finn won't let him have it all his own way.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, Finn Russ, the national record holder, a little bit slower this morning. So, you know, this race is going to be a lot more competitive. We've got the 3 S19 swimmers in the middle of the pool. So, great for them to be right next to each other, getting that little bit of competition there over these 4 lengths of the pool. But at the moment, it does look like Finn Russ really getting out after it.
Yeah, he was pretty pumped up as his name was called out there. So, I'm excited to see what he can do. Looks like he's taking this race out nice and hard. Ian Chen looking nice and smooth though in lane 4 from the St. Paul Swimming Club. And in 3rd place at this stage is Joel Watkins from Pukekohe Swimming.
Yeah, absolutely. Finn looking really good. Not much separating him and Ian there over that second 50. As you said, Finn, a swimmer full of energy. Would be the best way to say it. Every time you see him walking around, he'll always stop, always ready for a chat, always ready to tell you what he's doing. He loves hyping up the team there at Selwyn as well. And at the moment, Ian Chen is maybe a little bit more level with the energy here over that second half of the race. He's pulling in front, making to look a run at this 2:13.15 national record.
This morning they were only through in a 1:03. The boys have gone 1 to 2 seconds faster than that in that first 100. So let's see if we can bring Ian Chen home here. He's aiming for that S19 national record, 2:13.15 with 20 metres still to swim. Finn Russ hanging in there, trying to do it tough. But it is Ian Chen continue on this last 10 metres. He's got a great stroke and kick, holding his breath. And a great finish, 2:08.13. And Finn, 2:11.18. These boys both got under that record, but Ian Chen, 2:08.13. And in third place, James Hayden, 2:17.7. James is of the S14 category. And then out in the lane A, we still have Joseph Blake in our S18 category. The national record for him is 3:17.9. He'll be trying to aim for. But a really great swim by our two S19 leaders there, Ian and Finn, both breaking that record.
Absolutely. We talked about that energy early on in the race. We were talking about being 1 or 2 seconds faster there through the 100 metres, and to be at 5 or 6 seconds faster there over the back half of that race. A really, really fantastic swim. And all those top 4 swimmers under that qualifying time for the Virtus Games that we talked about earlier in the previous race.
Yeah, Ian had a great swim, the 400 IM yesterday as well, so we know he was going to come home strong. And there's Joseph Blake, 3:18.47. Oh, just outside that S18 national record, but a great swim by Joseph there. We'll wait for those official results to check out our multi-classification. But a great finish there by Ian from the St. Paul's Club. And he does take out that gold medal and a new national record. And he'll grab a chat with Matt.
And I'm down here with our champion, Ian Chen. Ian, first of all, congratulations on a really good swim. Smashed the national record by 5 seconds. How's that feel?
It's insane. And, like, my swimmers, I know they're, like, have their fair shares of disabilities, but the fact that we're able to get this absurd time shows that even with a disability you can achieve the impossible with the right motivation and power.
Yeah. And obviously great as well, having people of the same classification. You're racing right next to Finn. He took out that race really fast. Must be really fun to be able to compete like that.
Yes, he really had the spirit and power to actually keep it in the long run. He's a really good guy.
Perfect. Well, once again, congratulations, Ian, on a fantastic swim.
And we'll take a short break before we head to our next event, the 200 backstroke.
You know your best can always be better. When you're always prepared to give it your all. You must flow like water, but be fueled by fire. You eliminate doubt and replace it with focus. If there's a boundary, you're pushing it. Even when you know fast is your only speed, you know that's never enough. Power Skin Primo, the first race suit with Hyperforce fabric. First is better than fast.
Welcome back to session 4. 2025 Apollo Projects National Championships. We move into our next event, event 13, the women's 200-meter backstroke. First up, we have our C final. A great start in the middle of the pool, some great underwater there. But in lane 1, Mia Kane-Towley, Nelson South Swim Club. Lane 2, Olivia Bates, North Shore Swim Club. 3, Jade Lyles, Phoenix Aquatics. 4, Bridie Quayle, Wharanui Swim Club. 5, Savannah Eve Martin, Coast Swimming Club. 6, Ariel O'Reilly, Hamilton Aquatics. 7, Hayley Wyatt, Coast Swimming Club. And lane 8, Evie Skidmore, Trojan Swim Club.
Yeah, lane 5, Savannah Eve Martin, the 18-year-old national record holder in the 50-metre backstroke, and you see that there on that start, using every little bit of that 15 metres underwater, really exploding through the start. But as that field starts to close the gap, next to her, Bridie Quayle, an age group champion over the 200-metre backstroke, so she's going to close that gap here, looking really, really smooth, really strong, so it's starting to balance out through that first 100. We know Savannah really strong in that underwater. Bridie, she's going to be using that distance here between those turns to really close that gap.
We also have some young athletes in the C final, a couple of 14-year-olds, so that's great to see. In third place right now, Jade Lyles, the 14-year-old from the Phoenix Aquatics Club up here in Auckland. So great to see a mix of our youth athletes getting another opportunity after the national age groups to come back and try and improve on those times, Matt.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously a real bonus, if you're an Auckland club, being able to come on. You don't have to travel away. You can come in, get a couple of swims in over the week.
Get a day off school.
Get a day off school, absolutely. You always want to, probably drag that out to tomorrow as well. I'm a little bit tired. I don't want to go in, but looking back at the race, Savannah Eve Martin holding on really, really well here through 150 metres. Bridie Quayle starting to make a push back here.
25 metres to go in this 200-metre backstroke C final. Bridie Quayle coming through in this last part of the race. Savannah Eve Martin trying to hold on. A good little tussle as we head into that 5-metre mark. It might come down to who's got the better dip. And it is Savannah Eve Martin, 2:17.77 over Bridie Quayle, 2:17.89, and Jade Lyles, the 14-year-old, in third, 2:20.80. Yeah, great start there in that first 15 by Savannah. We saw that 50-metre prowess come through, and then obviously we know she probably can finish well as well, and that's what she did here to take that win in the C final.
Yeah, absolutely. Going to show just the importance how, even over 4 lengths of the pool, how much of a difference a really good start can make. That half a body length off the start really builds that difference there in that 0.1 of a second finish.
And we'll just take another look as we wait for the official results. Seventeen, 18-year-old final up next. Girls, maybe just relax. The scoreboard seems to be down at the second. And we're back there with the official results for the C final. Up next, our 17 and 18 age group final. In lane 1, Annabelle Grenfell, Nelson South Swim Club. In 2, from Heretatonga Sun Devils, Breeze van Veldhuizen. In lane 3, Zanti Miller, United Swim Club. Lane 4, Danielle Asiata, Howard Pekaranga. In 5, from Trojans, Kate McLaren. Lane 6, Annabelle Scott, Swim Timaru. 7, Holly Stanford, Trojan Swim Club. And 8, Zoe Enor, Heretatonga Sun Devils. And our 17 and 18-year-old finalists underway
through the first 15 metres, looking off to our straight start. Obviously important to note there is a 18-year-old in the open final, so at the moment these girls looking to put down the challenge, racing for medals, but there will be more swimmers to come.
Yeah, nice and close across the field here, ranging from the 222 in the middle lane. That's Danielle Asiata. We know that she has some nice, strong underwater skills that she's shown through her years of racing for Hauek Pakuranga. She seems to have the lead at this stage, 32.56 through that first 50.
Yeah, and we've seen her, and through the age group levels, really good across the IMs, especially that 400 IM distance. So really obvious to expect to see her here in this 200-metre backstroke. We'll really look at that back half of that race, but she's setting herself up nicely. You really like to see that tempo. She's got that shoulder lift on every stroke while being nice and relaxed here on her legs. So really looking to propel herself through this turn. That third 50, as you know, Steve, that third 50 of a 200, oh so important. Really time to make your move.
Yeah, 108.31, Danielle through that first 100. I wouldn't really know about the 200 backstroke. I was useless at it, Matt. But in terms of these skills, probably already faster than I was. But it is Danielle Asiata holding this lead right now in lane 4. Coming through in lane 5, Kate McLaren from the Trojan Swimming Club in the Hawke's Bay. She's trying to lift in this third 50. And then coming through in lane 2 is Breeze from the Hedatonga Club. She's made her way up into medal contention as well, so this is going to be a close last 50.
Yeah, and a really good turn there by Breeze van der Vershuizen in lane 2, as well as Xanthi Miller of United setting herself up well here to put herself in a position for this race. But as we say that, Danielle Asiata has come straight up and really picked up that stroke rate, really picked it up through the arms and that shoulder roll, keeping that head perfectly still as she brings the legs in a little bit more. 15 more metres to go.
Kate McLaren coming back again in this last 50 from the Trojan Swimming Club. But it will be finishing first place, Danielle Asiata, in this part of the finals for the 17, 18-year-old age group. A 2:21.29. So at this stage, she has one hand on that gold medal. We'll wait for that A final to see if that can be beaten. That's going to be good little challenge laid down. A good race for our females there in that 200-metre backstroke final. And there's our official results. 2:21.29, Danielle Asiata from the Hauek Pakuranga Club. And up next, the women's 200-metre backstroke A final. In lane 1, Hana Abdu, Wharenui Swim Club. Lane 2, from Coast, Zylika Pratt-Smith. Lane 3, Amber George from the Coast Swimming Club. Lane 4, Georgina McCarthy, Hamilton Aquatics. Lane 5, from Club 37, Jessie Welsh. Lane 6, Tess Winneray, North Shore Swimming Club. Lane 7, Isabel Gibson, Club 37. And in lane 8, Emily Kearns from Australia. Lots of different styles on that block there, holding for that position to get that perfect start. And it looks to be our world champs qualifier from the 50 backstroke earlier in the season, Amber George, taking out this first 25.
As we talked about in the race previously, so important. That start is very easy to overlook, the start and those turns here in a 200-metre race, but a couple of our swimmers taking advantage of the full 15 metres. through here in that first 50. It is Jessie Welsh over there in lane 5, the Club 37 swimmer. Next to her, Georgina McCarthy, both entered this morning in that around that 2:11 mark. This magic time we're looking here to qualify for the World Aquatic Championships in Singapore, 2:11.08.
We know Georgina's going to have the back end of this 200. The national champion of our 400 individual medley from last night. She was obviously a little bit disappointed with that swim, so whether she can bring that aggression, that frustration into tonight's 200 backstroke final. She's gone out in a 105.30. She's going to have to power through this third 50 like we talked about.
Yeah, really, it looks like she's really attacked that last 40 metres here. As we've seen at the 50, you probably thought she might have been out a little bit faster, but you could almost tell the intent on that second turn there straight off, and the immediate boost in that stroke rate out in a 105. She's going to have to be back in a 105 to make this time, so it's going to be very, very tight. You'll want to see this in around that 32 mids for this touch.
A 33.75 on that 50, a 139. It's really close in that silver bronze position as well across the field. But it is Georgina McCarthy leading this event. Over there in lane number 7, Isabel Gibson going for an attack on this last 50 versus Tess Winneray. The Auckland club's having a battle here with Coast as well. 10 metres to swim now for Georgina McCarthy. She's going to become another national champion in this 200 backstroke tonight. And it is 2:13.59 and another national title. In second place, Izzy Gibson from the Club 37 with a strong second 100 there. We'll wait for those official results and we'll grab a chat with Georgina as well. Tess Winneray taking out the bronze medal there. And a 2:15.61, a close finish over there in those outside lanes again, Matt. Lane 6 and 7 always battling. Georgina, a great swim tonight in that 200 backstroke. Resetting after that 400 IM, yet to come back and get those legs moving for the 200 backstroke. How does the legs feel now after that one?
Pretty rough, yeah.
And this morning, just making sure you made that A final and then to try and step it up tonight, what was the goal there?
Well, my goal was to go a 2:12. I really, really wanted to go that 2:12. So didn't quite get it tonight, but this morning I just needed to get a good swim under my belt, especially after that 4 a.m. It's always tough that morning after, so I was happy with my time this morning. My goal was a 16 and I did a 15. So I'm happy with a 13 tonight.
Yeah, congratulations. Georgina McCarthy, 2 gold medals in 2 nights. Well done from the Hamilton Aquatics.
And we move now to the C final of event 14, the men's 200 metre backstroke. And our C finalists for this event: in lane 1, John Quirk, North Shore. In 2, Rowan Oosthuizen, United Swimming Club. 3, Mitch Ellis, Liz Van Wheatley Aquatics. 4, Cooper Morley, North Shore. 5, Vincent Downs, Honey, Club 37. 6, Liam Woods, St. Paul's. 7, Ethan Cone, Jazzy Swim Club. And in lane 8, Mateo Baffet from Tahiti.
John Quirk taking out the first 50 there in 29.75. But a great turn in the middle of the pool there by Cooper Morley. We know where that strength comes from. We've seen him in a lot of short course races over the years. That's his biggest strength here.
Yeah, absolutely. He really excels on that short course distance as well. You know, swimming over at the moment in America and college as well. So they swim that short course pool. So you know those turns are oh so important. So he'll make the most of it here. Obviously, you get a few less turns over the 200, but he's going to have to do a little bit more work on this turn if he wants to hang in this race.
John Quirk still leading here in the outside smoker lane of lane 1, 103.31.
Yeah, absolutely. And John putting a really good swim here together in lane 1. I was about to say, you can't really look around in backstroke, so you know the other swimmers can't see him. But as they always say, a lane is a lane, and it's all you need. But in the moment, as we say that, Mitch Ellis, Liz Van Wheelie Aquatics in lane 3 is really charging through this third 50, really getting those hands nice and deep, really through that roll in that body, 31.6.
Looks like he's trying to negative split this one, Matt. He's gone for it in the second 100. Yeah, Mitch Ellis from the Liz Van Wheelie Aquatics. That's a great second half of the race he's having, 25 metres to swim.
Yeah, nearly 2 seconds on the field, almost like he was just putting himself in a race before he really started to sprint this one home. A really great race plan, and it is absolutely working for him. Swam a 2:12 this morning. He's going to smash that here tonight, 2:07.19.
That's huge from the 16-year-old. A great opportunity to step it up from this morning's swim. Mitch Ellis, 2:07.19. What a great second half. I wish I could have done that back in the day, man.
Absolutely, coming back in about a 1:02 there on that second 100, so absolutely flying home.
Yeah, brilliant finish across the board there.
And by the end of the race, absolutely clearing that field. It was very tight at the 100, but 2 to 3 body lengths there by Mitch Ellis right at the end. Nice lunge through to the back, has a look across to make sure he knows where he finished in that race. As we see the final results, second place to Vincent Downs Honey of Club 37, and John Quirk, the brave opening 100, hangs in there for third place.
Up next, we have the 17-18-year-old age group final. Lane 1, Charlie Overend, Viking Swim Club. Lane 2, Tyson Lynch, Viking Swimming Club. Lane 3, also from the Viking Swimming Club, Harrison James. Lane 4, Hans Huff, Northwave Swim Club. And lane 5, from Phoenix Aquatics, Brandon Holder. 6, Liam Reese, Kiwi. And lane 7, also from Kiwi, Alfie Weatherston Harvey. And in lane 8, Hunter Lloyd, Romania Swimming Club. (17-18) age group final here. Once again, only one 18-year-old in the A final after this one, so there'll be these boys pushing for some medals here tonight, making sure they keep that pressure on.
Yeah, absolutely. At the start of this race here, through that first 40 metres, it looks like Harrison James leading the contingent of Viking swimmers on this side of the pool. We've seen Harrison James a number of times at age groups. Over this 200 backstroke, loves to lead from the front, really gets out, attacks those underwaters, trusts himself over that first 100 metres, and then really brings it home. But
a great turn there by Brandon Holder in underwater to bring him through, I think, into that first position now as we head through the 75 metre. He looks to be having a strong, powerful second 50 here, taking it to these Viking Swimming Club gentlemen. Coached by David Lyles out at the North Coast Swimming Pool.
Yeah, and doing a really good job over there at Phoenix. They, as a club, had a really fantastic age group meet, and we're starting to see that develop, through the age group. It's just no longer just sort of that 15 and under program. Starting to see some really strong 17 and 18-year-old swimmers building up there, so they're doing a great job over there at Phoenix. And at the moment, it is still Brandon Holder hanging in strong. He's done it really well here through the first 145 metres. He's going to look to attack this turn and bring it on home.
2:10.8 this morning. He holds on to that lead at the 150 mark. Brandon Holder from the Phoenix Club needs to try and find a little bit more. There's going to be some attack coming in this last 50. We know lane 6 has been hot tonight. And it looks like Liam Reese is going for an attack, and back comes Hans Hoff from North Wave as well.
Yeah, and Hans Hoff picking him up stroke by stroke, really starting to close that gap. But over the last 15 metres, he might just run out of pool, but it is going to come down to 1 or 2 strokes. It is, though, Brandon Holder of Phoenix Aquatics holding on for the win, 2:08.13. To currently hold the first spot in that 17 and 18-year-old age group.
Yeah, and Daniel Williams this morning at 2:08 as well, so that's going to be a tight one for that gold medal in this male 200-metre backstroke. Brandon really took it to them on that second and third 50. We'll wait for those official results, though. It is Brandon Holder, 2:08.13, leading our 17 and 18-year-old age group with the A final still to go. Next up, our 200 backstroke for men A final. In lane 1, Alessandro Esposito, Natai Tuatia Atararika Swimming. In lane 2, Samuel Poching, North Shore Swimming Club. In lane 3, Ariel Macharahondo, Swim Rotorua. In lane 4 from Neptune, Kate Follows. Lane 5 from Coast, Sam Brown. Lane 6, Blake Faliafa, North Shore Swimming. In lane 7, Tapaki from North Wave Swimming Club. Lane 8, Daniel Williams, Swim Zone Racing. .158.07 is the World Aquatics time that we'll be looking at on the scoreboard for Kane Follows to try and meet tonight.
Yeah, and we know from what we've seen, Kane, he's a really strong back half swimmer in this 200 backstroke, so really important to see what those splits are. 158, we're going to want to see out and around that 56, 57 mark here through that 100 metres. His national record stands at a 157.13, so he's got a second to work with there on that qualifying time. He's been in some great form this year. He's swum a couple of 158s mid-season, so, adding in a little bit of that taper here, where does that bring him down to? Noticeably, doesn't have as much facial hair as he swam with this morning as well. How much of a difference will that make?
Yeah, hopefully that gets him down to this time. We've got the young man from Sumu Rotorua, Ariel Macharahondo. He'll be aiming for a quicker time in this final tonight to improve on that World Junior Championships qualifying time. And then over in lane 7, Tapaki from North Wave. He got the national age group record as well. But it is Kane Follows, 57.21. That's out faster than he was this morning.
And absolutely right where he wants to be. Those low 57s, wants to be in around that 30 point and see if he can bring back that last 50 in that 29. You need one of these last two splits here to be under that 30-second mark. So we'll keep an eye on this split, see where he's at. 30.15, we are right on it, folks. So let's get loud for Kane as he brings this home.
He would have seen that time of that 150. He's got to bring in his legs now. He's got 25 metres left to swim. Our Olympian Kane follows. He did this last year, Matt. He ignited the crowd in the Hawke's Bay, and he's doing it again tonight here at our National Aquatics Centre. Kane follows. 5 metres to go to the wall. Oh, 1:58.39. In second place, Ariel Machado-Hondo. 2:01.89. He has equalled the national record held by Corey Main in the 16-year-old age group. So a great swim, and underneath that World Junior qualifying time once again. Let's give a round of applause to Ariel Machado-Hondo. We'll wait for those official results just to check on everyone else's times as well. A brave swim there by Kane. 1:58.39. And it is another national record for Te Paki from our North Wave Swimming Club. Let's give him a round of applause for the 14-year-old age group. 2 national records in that A final. We look across also Daniel Williams from the Swim Zone Racing Club, coached by Frank Terrell. He takes out the gold medal for the 17 and 18-year-old age group from that race. So that's a great swim from that young man. And as these boys head towards poolside, we'll wait for Kane to head towards Matt to grab that chat, but 2 national records in that race. Sam Brown takes the overall bronze medal there with a 2:02.40. Some big improvements from our morning swims for all those young men. That's great to see. And here is Kane with Matt.
And I'm down here with Kane. Kane, congratulations on another national title in the 200 backstroke. Obviously not super happy with the time, but how overall initial thoughts on the race?
Honestly thought I did it. Felt pretty decent. Obviously life's been a little bit different the last few months, but felt like I adapted really well, and I definitely know I was faster than that late leading into this, so yeah, pretty disappointed.
And obviously, you know, always a lot changes after those Olympic cycles, coming back into the pool. You've been back grinding away down in Dunedin. How has the last 6 months been post-Olympics for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough transition at the best of times, but, you know, I got told that I was too old. I wasn't fast enough anymore, so it was kind of just head down, working full-time and just trying the best I can, and I'm still proud of what I put out there today.
As you should be. Once again, congratulations, Kane. National champion in the 200 backstroke.
Some great swims by our 200 backstrokers there. We'll take a short break and be back with our victory ceremonies. At our halfway mark of session 4 here at the Apollo Projects National Swimming Champs at the National Aquatics Centre here in Auckland. Matt, a strong start to the evening and a great start for Milana Tapper from the St. Peter's Swimming Club. Trains obviously on the Gold Coast. She takes out that gold medal and first National Open title.
Yeah, we really kicked off the night with some really exciting swims there. Milana Tapper, the only swimmer under that 55-second mark. As she said, it was one of those long-term goals she's had for a while, and knocks it out of the park here. As we see that replay, that last 5 metres really comes from behind those last few strokes. So really, really great swim for her. And obviously in the men's race, Carter Swift taking out that 100-metre freestyle. A little bit slower on that men's side than we thought we might have seen, but 49.0 still really, really sharp. And you know, I know he's about to head off and enjoy a little bit of a holiday, so he'll go on to that feeling pretty good.
We then moved on to the 200 metre freestyle for the multi-class athletes. And we had in the males there, Ian Chen smashed the New Zealand record of 2:13.15 down to 2:08. That was a really impressive swim. Challenged all the way by Finn Russ, who had the previous record. He also went under his personal best time. So 2 great swims there by our S19 athletes.
Yeah, absolutely. I think probably takes the cake for probably the most competitive and the most exciting race. I think when you look at that national record, bringing that down 5 seconds, Finn Russ under his previous record as well by about 2 seconds. So great to see those S19 boys in that category really getting after it.
Yeah, then we moved into our 200 backstroke in the females. Georgina McCarthy, she takes her second national title for the week, backing up after that 400 AM. A little bit slower again than what she wanted. She wanted that 2:12, but great to see her after day one getting back there. And then we finished off just now with that male 200 backstroke. Wow, a great swim by Kane just off that time, man. We thought we were excited. We wanted him to get it so bad, but great to see him here still racing after Paris last year. We also had Ariel matching the 16-year-old national record that held by Corey Main, so great to see 2 names on that record now, and then Tapaki, a 14-year-old age group as well.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think across the board, great to see going all the way from Kane all the way down to that 14-year-old age group, a talent across that board. Great to see that younger talent really coming up through the ranks here as well at these championships. And we will, after that wrap, we will head to a quick break before we get into the first round of our medal ceremonies here tonight.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
Welcome back to Night 2 finals here at the National Aquatics Centre. We are ready to roll through some medals for our first events of this evening. We will kick off our medal ceremonies with event 11, the women's 100 metre freestyle. And our 17 and 18-year-old medalists, and of course our medal ceremony is all thanks to Apollo Projects. Your bronze medalists in the 17 and 18-year-old age group from Triton, Stacey Morgan. Your silver medalist from North Shore, Amelia Bray. And your gold medal from Coast, Zoe Pedersen. Your open medalists now for the women's 100 metre freestyle. Your medals today handed out by Debbie Patullo, Swimming New Zealand chairperson. Our bronze medalist in the open age group from Coast, Zoe Pedersen. Your silver medalist from North Shore Swimming Club, Chelsea Edwards. And your gold medalist in a time of 54.94 from St. Peter's, Milana Tapper. Your medalist now for event number 12, the men's 100 metre freestyle. Your 17 and 18-year-old medalists. The bronze from Otaki Titans, Noah Ireland Spicer. Your silver medalist from Roskill Swimming Club, Kevin Zhang. And your gold medalist from Coast, Igor Ruzanov. Our medalists for the open 100 metre freestyle final, the bronze medal from Club 37, Harrison Clowns. Your silver medalist from Coast, Cameron Gray. And your gold medalist from Club 37, Carter Swift. Your medalist now for event 106, the women's 200 freestyle multi-class final. Your bronze medal from Aquagym, Amber Proudfoot. Your silver medalist from Whanganui, Charlotte Rosen. The New Zealand gold from Hamilton Aquatics, Melissa Donahue. And the visitors gold from Denmark, Camilla Witt. Your medalist now for event 107, the men's multi-class 200-metre freestyle. Your bronze medalist from Pukekohe Swim Club, Joel Watkins. Your silver medal from Selwyn, Finn Russ. And the gold medal from St. Paul's in a new S19 New Zealand national record, Ian Chen. We move now to event 13, the 200-metre backstroke for women. Your 17 and 18-year-old medalists in bronze from Trojan Swim Club, Kate McLaren. The silver medal from Howick Pakuranga, Danielle Asiata. And the gold medal from Whanganui, Hana Abdul. Your open medalists now. The bronze from North Shore, Tess Winneray. The silver medal from Club 37, Isabel Gibson. And your gold medal from Hamilton Aquatics, Georgina McCarthy. Medals now for event 14, the men's 200-metre backstroke. We start with your 17 and 18-year-old medalists. In the bronze medal position from Northwave, Hans Huff. The silver medal from Phoenix, Brandon Holder. And the gold from Swim Zone Racing, Daniel Williams. Your open medalists for the men's 200-metre backstroke. The bronze from Coast Swim Club, Sam Brown. The silver medal from Swim Rotorua, equaling the 16-year-old national age group record, Ariel Machi-Rahondo. And your gold medal from Neptune Swim Club, Kane Follows. And some of our other multi-class medals from earlier today. Our first event 14, the men's 200-metre backstroke multi-class, the gold medal from Central Hawke's Bay, Lance Dustow. And in the women's 200 backstroke multi-class from Whakatane, Chloe Gladwin.
We will now move on to two special announcements. We would like to introduce our new Aqua Blacks. Number 287, we would like to present to Kane Follows. Kane represented his first time as an Aqua Black at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games and has presented his certificate by his coach Lars Humer from Swim Dunedin.
We would also like to present Aqua Black number 288, Taiko Turepi Ormsby, with his Aqua Black pin and certificate. Taiko also debuted as an Aqua Black at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. He has presented his certificate by his coach at Whanganui, Carl Gordon.
Congratulations to those two fine young men. We'll be back after a short break as we head into our second half of the evening.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
Welcome back to session 4, day 2 of the 2025 Apollo Projects National Swimming Champs. Thanks to all of our sponsors here who have supported us this week. We head into our next event, event 108, the women's 100-metre butterfly multi-class. In lane 2, from Aquagym Swimming Club, Charlotte Murphy. In lane 3, from Whanganui Swim Club, Lily Fox Mason. In lane 4, Whakatane Swimming Club, Chloe Gladwin. Lane 5, Riley Sayer from Matamata Swim Club. And in lane 6, Amy Van Aert, Pukekohe Swimming Club. As we move into our second half of the evening, our multi-class athletes in this 100-metre butterfly, a strong start there by Lily Fox Mason out of the Whanganui Club in lane 3. Yeah, a great-looking butterfly.
Yeah, and Lily Fox swam this event at the Paralympic Games last year, so she's very, very fast over this 100-metre butterfly. But as we know, in these para category, this multi-class category, it's all about where your time ranks up on that international stage. So she'll be looking to separate herself from the field. She was a 118 this morning. She's been faster than that before. So out in that 34.7, does a lot of work on that butterfly down there at Whanganui, but Chloe Gladwin's going to do her best to stick right behind her as well.
Yeah, Chloe Gladwin will be aiming for her S19 New Zealand record of 118.84 from the Whakatane Swimming Club. She's had some A big program already, Matt. She swum that 200 backstroke this morning, and here she is again in this 100 fly tonight. Lily Fox-Mason with 15 metres to go in this one. Chloe Gladwin in behind. Let's see what times they produce on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's going to be faster than this morning, but definitely 1:15.91 for Lily Fox-Mason, 1:18.61 for Chloe Gladwin, which is under her S19 New Zealand record for Chloe Gladwin.
Yeah, another great swim by Chloe there, and Riley Sayer takes that third place position, 1:29.88. Riley in the S7 class. So that's a great swim from Riley there. In lane 2, Charlotte Murphy from the Aquagym Swimming Club. And Amy Van Aert this morning, she broke that New Zealand record of hers in the S18 class. If she goes faster, just behind her time from this morning. But she broke that this morning. Great to be under that 2-minute barrier again for Amy. And we'll wait to see who the winner is of this event. A great race there by Chloe, taking out her national record once again. And it is Chloe Gladwin, 1:18.61, taking out the gold medal. Riley Sayer, the silver, and Lily Fox-Mason, the bronze.
And I'm down here with our champion, Chloe Gladwin. First of all, Chloe, congratulations on the win. Another strong swim. Must be really happy with how you swum here over the first couple of days.
Yeah.
And obviously, swimming lots of races, how are you making sure that you can do your best in every single one? Lots of warm day. Well, again, congratulations, Chloe Gladwin, national champion.
We move on now to event 109, the men's 100-metre butterfly multi-class. In lane 3, David Beck, Club 37. In lane 4, Asher Smith Franklin, North Shore Swimming Club. And in lane 5, from Pukekohe Swimming Club, Joe Watkins. Asher Smith Franklin breaking that sub-minute barrier this morning in that 100 fly. We know that he is aiming for a 58.56 to qualify for that World Para Championships later on in the year. Looks like he wants to take this one out hard. He's got the full support of his North Shore teammates.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen him really grow and develop as a swimmer over the last few years through that age group program. I think very noticeably how those skills have developed. His first stroke was right here at that 15-metre mark. Really gets underwater, nearly 10 metres off that turn there, that 200 butterfly. 27.58, absolutely flying here down that first 50 metres of this race.
20 metres to go for Asher Smith Franklin. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's get behind him. We want to push him to get another national record tonight. 5 metres to go. Let's go for the perfect touch. 58.87. A national record. What a swim. Pumped up tonight, Asher Smith Franklin. Great swim, dropping 2 seconds today already in that 100 fly. Really impressive in that S14 category. Out in that 27.5. A brilliant finish as well. That was a skillful race by the young fella. And once he exits the pool, we'll get him to have a chat with man. Look at that excitement. I love it. Pumped up. North Shore teammates right in behind him. Great to see the excitement from our multi-class athletes. That was classy. Joel Watkins taking that second position, 106.73, and David Beck the bronze, 113.04. A huge improvement there for Joel Watkins.
And I'll grab a quick word with Asher after that race. Asher, congratulations, mate. This morning, first time under the minute. Tonight, 58.8. How does that feel?
It feels pretty good. I haven't PB'd in this race for a long time, so I'm happy to see some results.
Yeah, and obviously you look, probably the most pumped we've seen anyone after a race there, so a lot of relief. How good does it feel to look back and see the teammates, see the home crowd cheering you on?
It's really good. They've been so good supporting me the whole way through. These past 2 weeks have been so good, and I want to thank all you guys for all that support.
There you go. Well, once again, congratulations, Asher, on a fantastic swim, our national champion in the 100 butterfly.
Yeah, great to see, Matt. We'll head into a short break here before our 50-metre breaststrokes.
You know your best can always be better. When you're always prepared to give it your all. You must flow like water, but be fueled by fire. You eliminate doubt and replace it with focus. If there's a boundary, you're pushing it. Even when you know fast is your only speed, you know that's never enough. Power Skin Primo, the first race suit with Hyperforce fabric. First is better than fast.
Welcome back to this evening's session, our last of our individual events. Event 15, the 50 breaststroke for our women. The 17 and 18-year-old age group final. In lane 1, Zaniqua Pratt-Smith, Mount Maunganui Swim Club. In lane 2, from Pirate Swim Team, Kate Hurley. Lane 3, Anaya Maritz, North Shore Swimming Club. Lane 4, Paige Franklin, Central Hawke's Bay Swimming. Lane 5, Phoenix Aquatics, Jasmine Lyles. Lane 6, Avon Neems, Howick Pakaranga. And in lane 7, Sophia Molnar, Nelson South Swim Club. The first of our 50 breaststrokes for the evening. Let's see who's got that best pull out as they head towards the 15-metre line. It looks to be from lane 3, Anaya Maritz from the North Shore Club coming through the 25-metre.
Yeah, absolutely. All about that stroke right here in that 50-metre breaststroke. Obviously, a much more exciting race now. The 50 strokes being added to the World Championship, the Olympic program. So expect to see these 50s become a lot more popular over the next 2 or 3 years.
Oh, a close finish coming through here for the touch, but it is Paige Franklin, 34.75. A good and little improvement from her from this morning's heat swim. She'll be leading into that A final coming up next with a few 17 and 18-year-olds. A strong start there in lane 3, but finished off well there by Paige Franklin from the Central Hawke's Bay Swimming Club. We'll wait for those official results. Jasmine Lyles in second place, 34.86, and Emirates 34.99. Up next, our 50-metre breaststroke for women's A final. In lane 1, from Pukekohe Swimming Club, Jessica Cochran. Lane 2, Alex McIntosh, United Swimming Club. In lane 3, North Shore Swimming's Melissa Cowan. Lane 4, Monique Wierzowski, North Shore Swimming Club. Lane 5 from Coast Swimming Club, Zalika Pratt-Smith. Lane 6, North Shore Swimming Club's Chanel Huang. Lane 7, Grace Jeromson, North Shore Swimming Club. And in lane 8, Maya Kettle, Nelson South Swim Club. Monique Wierzowski, our Open New Zealand record holder with a time of 30.38, qualified for the Junior Worlds this morning with her heat swim of 31.60. Let's see what she can do.
And she'll be looking to get under that 30.75 for that World Aquatics qualifying time. As you mentioned, she's under that with her New Zealand record time. Really great over the 50 metres, always has been. Really starting to pull away here over the last 10 metres of this race. It's going to come down to watching that clock. 30.75, 31.2 to take out the gold. Zalika Pratt-Smith there in second.
That will be a New Zealand age group record and World Junior qualification standard in the 17-year-old age group for Monique Wierzowski. So that's great to see. She gets that a little bit faster from this morning's heat and breaks that national record, Matt.
Yeah, absolutely. Always great to see going faster. Not much margin for error there in those 50s, so really tight playing with those times, but a really, really good swim, getting in around that low 31 time.
It is Zalika Pratt-Smith and then Chanel Huang, the 14-year-old, in third. I'll grab a quick chat. Monique, faster than this morning, World Junior qualification standard, 17-year-old age group record. You happy with that swim tonight?
Yeah, it's the best I could have done, but couldn't ask for more right now. Yeah.
And in terms of what you've been working on, start, finishes, leg power, arm power at all, or what's been that key focus in these last couple of weeks?
Just everything, just like rhythm and just working on everything, yeah.
Yeah, and luckily I got to coach you at a younger age. You've gone to New Plymouth. Awesome. Well, congratulations. National title, 50 breaststroke, Monique Wierzowski.
And we roll into event 16, the 50-metre breaststroke for men. The C final is behind the blocks. Lane 1, Nathan Walker. Lane 2, Caleb Yin. 3, Dmitry Kuzmenkov. 4, Riley McGurr. 5, Sean O'Connor Close. 6, Rick Zhao. 7, Danny Sun. And 8, Zach Pask.
Lanes 4 and 5 here, taking on this first 25 nice and strong. Good to see a good battle coming through in these C finals once again. It looks to be lane 4, Riley McGrew holding that little lead. Let's see the finish here. Oh, great touch on the wall. Riley McGrew, 30.37. takes that lead. A close finish there by those young gentlemen.
Yeah, and absolutely. Always interesting to see over the 50 breaststroke the variety in stroke styles. Some swimmers choosing to come a lot more rigid up out of that water. Some saying nice and low, as we saw the difference there between Riley and Sean right into the finish. As we see the official results, all those three swimmers there under that 31-second barrier. We move now to our 17 and 18-year-old finalists for the 50-metre breaststroke. In lane 1 from Coast, Fergus Charlton. In lane 2 from Coast, Jonathan Swanepoel. In 3 from North Shore, Nicholas Cowan. In 4 from Tahiti, Niall Rowe. 5 from Coast, Elliot McKimmie. 6 from Alexandra Swimming, Caleb Ludlow. 7 from Whanganui, Sam McAllister. And lane 8 from Jazzy, Curtis Shanks.
We're away in this age group final here. We'll see who pops up first. It's Elliot McKimmie from the Coast Swimming Club. He's a really aggressive young man in this breaststroke. He looks to have that little lead. The Tahitian visitor coming through now. Lane 2 here. We've got Jonathan Swanepoel, also from the Coast Swimming Club. So a tight race across the field here, Matt.
Yeah, and a really good pull out there from Niall Rowe of Tahiti, who then gets up into his race plan. It's going to be really tight here. It's going to come right down to the finish. It is Niall Rowe of Tahiti just out touching Jonathan Swanepoel, 0.04 of a second there in that race. Jonathan Swanepoel taking out the New Zealand gold medal at the moment going into that race. We'll watch how the next heat develops. A few more 17 and 18-year-olds, but as you see, they're right down to the touch, all about who can time that just right on that breaststroke, finishing with speed, finishing with power. As we see the official results. We move on now to our A final in the men's 50-metre breaststroke. In lane 1 from Tahiti, Sosenthe Vidal from Tahiti. In lane 2 from North Shore, Alwyn Bow. Lane 3 from Napier Aquahawks, Caleb Carlisle. 4 from Coast, Hada Hughes. 5 from Mount Eden Swimming, Jacob Story. 6 from Porirua City Aquatics, Joseph Raya. 7 from North Shore, Benson Lee. And in lane 8 from North Shore, Blake Faliafa.
Hada Hughes with a big swim this morning to take the lead across the field, 28.38. He'll be pushed all the way by our visitor, Jacob Story. Swims for the Cook Islands internationally. So great to have our guys racing here tonight.
Yeah, Hada Hughes, a really good time drop to get down to that 28.3 this morning. You'd love to see him get nearer and nearer to that 28.0 into those 27s. He's got a great lead, about half a body length on the field at the moment. We're going to see what it is at the touch. 28.28 for Hada Hughes. Caleb Carlisle takes out the second place, 29.2. Jacob Story, our visitor, claims a bronze medal from the visitor, and I believe it was Benson Lee there taking out the third place for the Kiwis.
Yeah, Hada Hughes with a great performance there in that last
15 metres, he really put the power down, and with a great touch on the wall.
Yeah, absolutely. Stroke rate from the start was up nice and high, opened up a body length lead very early over there in that 50 metre and did not look back, flying right through to the finish, adding to what was already almost a 0.6 improvement on his best time this morning, inching closer and closer to that 28-second barrier. And Steve will grab a quick word with Hara.
Hara, first national title in the open age group. You're happy, and it sounds like your teammates are pretty happy there at the Coast Swim Club. Tell us about this 50 breaststroke. Is that the main one? Is it the 100 you're targeting? What have you been working on?
The 50 is probably like my second main. Trying to focus on the 100 a bit more, but I always loved the 50. I've been like pretty solid at it for the past like 3-4 years. And it was so good doing the PB this morning, getting a huge confidence boost because I haven't PB'd in the 50 for like 18 months. So yeah, super good, pretty happy.
That's awesome to hear, mate. Obviously, you've moved up from Tawa originally up to Auckland with United and Andy Mack there, and now at the Coast Swim Club. You're obviously enjoying your training at the moment and being part of the Coast Group?
Yeah, 100%. It's a great training environment with the older boys. They're real good fun, and taking tips from them is the best thing. Like, I've been talking to Cameron and Sam a lot, so just taking their advice and then passing it down is really good. That definitely helped tonight.
Yeah, that's great to hear, and looking forward to the 100. Obviously, going to use that speed and power once again. So I know we're all looking forward to another personal best in that one. So all the best for the rest of the week.
Thanks so much.
And we will take a quick ad break before racking back into the action with some relays. Welcome back to Night 2 finals here at the New Zealand Aquatic Championships. We will get back into the action with our first of 2 heats in the 4x100 mixed freestyle relay. This is our first of 2 timed finals heats here this evening. In lane 3 we have Kiwi, in lane 4 Ngātai Tuatea Ataraika, and in lane 5 the Coast C team.
We might see some mixed strategies over this 2 finals here with the mix of the male and the female, and which swimmers they put first, second, third, fourth. It'll be great to see if there's any differences in the teams as we go through, but looks to be Fergus Eadie out of the Coast Swim Club and Cale Twist here leading through this C final.
Yeah, a couple of our prime sprinters there early on. Maybe the 100 a little bit too longer than Cale is a little bit used to. But as you say, strategy so important in these mixed relays. Really trying to make sure you can maximise everyone's output. Obviously both teams here starting with 2 male swimmers, followed bringing it home with the girls. But I think as the mixed relays have begun to develop, we've started to see it really does change. Who do you want racing from the front? Who do you want chasing at the back end? And I think you learn a lot about your swimmers there when you put them in those situations.
When you watch those races internationally, the waves that's created by the powerhouses of the international swimming, that can also affect potentially more the female swimmers if they're up hitting that wave that's created by our male swimmers sometimes. It's always an interesting one to look out for.
Internationally, always said as well, the Australians famously have Kyle Chalmers, probably one of the best chasers in the world. No matter what, they'll want to put him on the last leg, and it's almost like he's pulling back 2 meters at a time every single stroke. So not so much the strategy here in this race, but something we might see in the next heat.
We've still got the Kiwi team here leading through with a 1:46.27 at the 200-metre mark, followed closely by the Coast Sea team. But here comes the Ngātai Tuatea Atararika swimming team in this third leg.
Yeah, Brooke Miles in the water now for Ngātai Tuatea. We've seen her a couple of times. We saw her earlier tonight in the 100 freestyle. She has closed that gap almost instantly over that first 50 metres, down that first 50, 27.3. Nearly 2 seconds faster than the other two girls in the pool. What a great split there for Brooke Miles. We'll have a look at what her final time's going to be. But she's done a great job here to put Ngātai Tuatea back in front.
She'll be handing over to Neve Tarsaka, who's an experienced athlete as well, so making sure she gets that perfect touch. Great head down, a good relay change over there by the Wellington team.
Yeah, and looking around at that 57 high, 58 low split there for Brooke Miles, a really, really good swim for her. Hands over to Neve Tarsaka, as you're saying, so important to have smooth but fast relay changeovers there late in that race. You don't want to get caught up in the excitement knowing you've still got a job to do over the next 2 lengths. But it is Ngātai Tuatea over the back half of this race. They've put on a couple of body lengths on the field.
Yeah, strong performance by their female athletes here in this race, bringing it home for their team in this first of 2-time finals. "25 metres left to swim now. Neve Tarsaka holding on to this lead. A great swim by the females here and they do win this first of 2 finals in a 3:02.33. Sorry, 3:45.77. I think a bit of a touch on a scoreboard by another athlete exiting the water. Apologies. But it is Ngātai Tuatea Atararika swimming, taking out the first of our 2 finals.
As we get the official results there, it is Ngātai Tuatea taking out the top spot in that first heat. And we move now to introduce our second time final heat here tonight of the mixed 400 freestyle relay. In lane 1, Coast B. In lane 2, North Shore B. In lane 3, North Shore A. In lane 4, Coast A. In lane 5, Club 37A. In lane 7, Jazzy A. And in lane 8, Tahiti. And away we go with our fastest heat of the 400 freestyle mixed relay. In lane 4, Cameron Gray. A slightly slower 100 freestyle than we expected from him earlier tonight, so maybe looking here to take a little bit of frustration out. He's out nice and fast. Next to him, McAllister Clark from North Shore.
And in lane 5, Club 37 takes it out in 23.94. Jack Hendy's had some good solid swims to start his week as well. So putting together a great start for his Club 37 teammates.
Yeah, Harrison Clowens there from Club 37, the winner of the 50 freestyle. He was right up there in the 100. Cam Gray looking nice and smooth, always charges home over that last 15 metres. He'll lead them out in a 49.98.
He hands over to Igor Razanov. the World Junior qualifier. We know he goes out hard in this 100.
Yeah,
he looks to be a tough competitor.
Yeah, the 18-year-old having a really, really good swim here. A couple of World Junior times under his belt here already this week. He's out nice and fast through the first 50. A 23.5 to his feet down there from Jack Hendy of Club 37 hanging on his feet. They're both going to hand over to Zoe Pedersen from Coast and Raekwon from Club 37. Zoe Pedersen are really strong. She's a World Junior qualifier in this event. And the 50, so you know she's going to fly out here early. Coast always so good with their skills, those relay changeovers, the underwaters.
The Coast B team holding on to third position over here in lane 1. They're battling the other side of the pool for that bronze medal, the Tahiti team. So good to see our visitors here from Tahiti having a crack in these relays as well. Zoe Pedersen through the 250-metre mark with the lead. Raekwon not far behind. We know Zoe Pedersen comes home strong in her second 50 of her 100 metres, so yeah, she seems to be coming through here now.
Zoe Pedersen, a really good 50 freestyle, has done a lot of good work over the last couple of years to expand that out to her 100 freestyle, looking nice and smooth. She's going to hand it over to Laura Quilter from Coast. She'll be chased by Jessie Welsh of Club 37. Laura Quilter, the veteran of the field, as you mentioned, 2014 Commonwealth Games. She's made a comeback in the last couple of years. Again, a 50 specialist. She loves to challenge herself in the pool, makes herself uncomfortable, extending that out over these 100-metre distances.
Mixing up full-time work as a nurse at the North Shore Hospital, mixed in with her training. It's great to see the class of our senior athletes being able to mix full-time work and training, and seeing where they are able to do some personal best she's been doing as well, Matt, but she's leading this Coast Swim Club team through this 400-metre mixed relay. They'll definitely take this one out. Laura Quilter coming into the wall.
And as we talked about strategy, it looks like Grayson Coulter of North Shore trying to close his gap here at the last 100 metres. He absolutely flew home a 27.7 on that closing split. I'd love to see what that relay split was. But as we look at the replay there, it was just clean water around them for the Coast Swim Club.
Let's go. It's all right, Mr. Chance.
I will grab a quick interview with the winning team. And I am here with two of the Coast swimmers at the moment as the remaining of the team hop out of the water. First of all, team, congratulations on the win. Obviously, having a great meet so far this week. What are you thinking about going to this relay? Are you thinking more about the team, your own times? What are you looking for?
I think more about team, yeah.
And Cam, 200s tonight. Were you trying to change anything in that opening leg there?
I breathed twos on the way out just to try and give myself a bit more room on the way home, but yeah, just got to swim it for the team.
And Zoe, again, a lot of hundreds over the last couple of days for you. How are we feeling coming into that relay?
Good. I'm just trying to improve every one that I do, and it's nice to get so many opportunities to swim 100 free competitively.
And Laura, I'll come to you. Obviously making the comeback the last couple of years. How nice does it feel to be in these relay situations and not just out there by yourself?
Honestly, it's awesome, and whatever age I am now, 30-something, I never thought I'd be on the podium alongside some awesome people again, so it feels so good.
Perfect. Well, once again, congratulations, Coast, on a national title there in the 400 mixed relay.
And we'll Can now thank our officials for a great evening of officiating. You can please exit the pool deck. And we'll be back with a short ad break. After this, we'll have some victory ceremonies and a short wrap-up of tonight's racing. Welcome back. A little short wrap-up of our second half of our evening. Started with that multi-class 100-metre butterfly. Chloe Gladwin, and another national record for her in the multi-class event. That was great to see her take out a national title and her national record, Matt.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, one of those swimmers that seems to, every time she's hitting the water at the moment, taking out another national record, really one of those star swimmers coming through in that multi-class category. And I think probably maybe the award for the most exciting swimmer of the night, Asher Smith-Franklin in that 100 butterfly. He absolutely flew out, absolutely electric the moment he touched the water there. You know, the first time under the minute this morning, breaking the national record in the 100 butterfly, taking that all the way down to a 58.8 there tonight.
Yeah, that was a powerful swim, and great to see his team right behind him in that one. He's heading closer and closer to those World Paralympic qualifying times, World Champ Para times as well. So great to see that. We then headed into the 50 breaststroke for our females. Monique Wierzowski taking out that National Open title. 17 years of age, national record, faster than this morning, and another qualification standard for the World Juniors time.
Yeah, absolutely. Not quite around that New Zealand record open that she's been before, but great to see she's still charging. Those 50s are so hard to get right all the time, so lots of little things changing as she's, you know, we saw her take that race out at 15, so now 17, still there, still working on things, trying to get better. Is fantastic. And as well, Hunter Hughes taking out his first national open title as well in that 50 breaststroke.
Yeah, it sounds like he's really trying to learn from that experience that the Coast Swim Club have in those senior ranks. So great to see his experience coming back. He said 18 months since he's done a PB in that one, so that's great to see. I'm looking forward to his 100-metre breaststroke. And then we finished it off with a great exciting relay, the mixed 4x100 freestyle. The Coast Swimming Club taking that one out quite easily with their experienced team.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it always seems to come down to that Coast versus Club 37 in those relays. It's great to have competition in there as well to bring a little bit of excitement, as they said in that relay, being able to remove sort of the individual aspect of the sport and take it to the team level. We will take a quick break and then we'll get back into the last medal ceremonies of this evening.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
Welcome back to the National Aquatic Centre here in Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland. We are going to get back into some medal presentations. The medals again thanks to Apollo Projects. Our medals for this half of the session will be handed out by Steve Kent, 2012 Olympian. We start our medals with event 108, the 100-metre butterfly multi-class, the bronze medal from Whanganui, Lily Fox-Mason. The silver medal from Matamata Swim Club, Riley Sayer. And the gold medal from Whakatane Swimming Club, Chloe Gladwin. We move to the medals now for event 109, the 100-metre butterfly multi-class for men. Your bronze medalist from Club 37, David Beck. The silver medal from Pukekohe Swim Club, Joel Watkins. And the gold medal from North Shore and a new S14 national record, Asher Smith-Franklin. Your medalists now for event 15, the women's 50-metre breaststroke, your 17 and 18-year-old medalists. The bronze medal from Nelson South, Maya Kettle. Your silver medal from North Shore, Grace Jeremson. And the gold medal and a new 17-year-old national age group record from North Shore, Monique Wierzowski. Your open medalists now for the women's 50-metre breaststroke. The bronze medal from North Shore, Chanel Huang. Your silver medalist from Coast, Zalika Pratt-Smith. And your gold medalist from North Shore, Monique Wierzowski. Medals for event 16, the men's 50-metre breaststroke. We'll start with the 17 and 18-year-old medalists. The bronze medal from Coast, Jonathan Swanepoel. The silver medal from Porirua City Aquatics, Joseph Ryer. Two gold medals on this one. The New Zealand gold from North Shore, Benson Lee. And the visitors gold from Mount Eden, Jacob Story. Your open medalists now for the men's 50-metre breaststroke. Two medals again here on the bronze. Your bronze medalist from New Zealand, from the North Shore, Benson Lee. The visitors bronze from Mount Eden, Jacob Story. Your silver medal from Napier Aquahawks, Caleb Carlisle. And the gold medal from Coast, Hada Hughes. The medals for event 17, the mixed 400 freestyle relay. Your bronze medalists, North Shore, McAllister Clark, Chelsea Edwards, Amelia Bray and Grayson Coulter. Your silver medalists, Club 37. Harrison Clowns, Jack Hendy, Ray Kwan and Jesse Welsh. And the gold medal goes to Coast Swim Club. Cameron Gray, Igor Rosanov, Zoe Pedersen and Laura Coulter. And our final medal presentation for the night, the alternative pathway multi-class for event 13, the women's 200 metre backstroke. The gold medal goes to Chloe Gladwin, Whakatane. And that wraps up our medal ceremonies. Thanks again to Steve Kent for presenting those medals, and congratulations to all of our swimmers taking part there this evening. We will be back with our live stream kicking off tomorrow at 8:55 a.m.